A lifeline for undocumented and unaccompanied children trying to navigate the U.S. immigration system in our state is now in jeopardy.
This as the federal government cuts off funding for the program in the New Mexico Immigrant Law Center. News 13's Annalisa Pardo talked with the center about the impact.
Amid the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration, on Friday, the federal government ended contracts with programs across the country that provide legal aid to unaccompanied migrant children, including a contract with the New Mexico Immigrant Law Center.
It was devastating, to be honest with you.
Andres Santiago is one of the center's attorneys.
The immigration system is a complicated system. We know this. And to expect a child to have to navigate on their own is just absolutely unconscionable.
He says the children under this program range from high school to just a few years old.
They're fleeing really horrible situations and they have nowhere else to go. So unfortunately for a lot of these kids, their parents and legal guardians aren't with them.
According to the center, more than 300 kids statewide face deportation.
The impact is huge.
The cut directly impacts 212 of the law center's cases, some kids with court dates as soon as Friday. The NMILC plans to continue representing them while they can.
We have a legal obligation to these kids. We have a legal agreement with these kids to represent them as their attorneys.
The Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2008 created special protections for children who arrive in the U.S. without a parent or legal guardian. The Health and Human Services Deputy Secretary told the Associated Press that the department continues to meet the legal requirements of that act. Meanwhile, the NMILC is scrambling to find funding and are heavily relying on donations, launching a campaign to raise $1.5 million to make up for the loss of funding.
Administration after administration has realized the special protections that are needed for unaccompanied children. I understand there's going to be critics on everything, but I think we can all agree that kids deserve a fair shot in the country, regardless of whether they're born in the country or not.
Annalisa Pardo, KRQE, News 13.
According to the NMILC, the cuts to this program funding leaves more than 26,000 unaccompanied minors without access to legal counsel all across the country.